Hello YouTube. I decided to make this video because there's a crackpot out there who thinks that it's okay for himself to steal other people's videos by cutting and pasting them and calling it fair use. And this is clearly not only in violation of the terms and conditions of YouTube, this is also unethical and it's harassment and it's also uh, not using any kind of netiquette. That's what they call not etiquette is netiquette. And someone, excuse me, really needs to enlighten this crackpot because I'm not going to put his names in any of my videos or links to him. But someone really needs to slap this guy upside the head because he is a total idiot, and I just don't understand what he seeks to gain by uh, his videos. So just take a listen to this, and feel free to leave your negative comments after this, uh, and also your call signs. If you indulge in this, uh, please be creative and make your own videos. You know, YouTube is a pretty safe environment, but I still think that people should use their own videos and not copyright anybody else's shit. That just shows you how non-creative and how much of a fool you are. So just take a listen to this crap.
Ham radio operators that steal your stuff.
Yeah, let's say that again so you can hear it.
Ham radio operators that steal your stuff.
One more time for the crackpot.
Ham radio operators that steal your stuff.
So imagine that. Somebody's stealing your videos and they're hiding behind fair use. And if you look in the box on the screen, it says for educational purposes only. So to Mr. Crackpot out there, this is for educational purpose only, mostly for your education.
Remember back, not that long ago, when a ham radio operator from Canada tried to claim that a video that I made infringed on his copyright.
Well, guess what? You infringed upon mine too. What part is it that you don't understand about copyright infringement and using other people's videos for your own monetary gain? You just don't get a clue, do you?
Remember when he chewed on the ass of one of my subscribers?
Wow. Imagine that. Poor thing.
Remember when he chewed on the ass of one of my subscribers?
Well, there's such thing under YouTube's terms and conditions as harassment, so I choose not to harass anybody. But this is for educational purposes only.
One of my videos, my mate Nut said, "Let's be civil please. Please remove this video. Thank you!" Exclamation mark. So the words indicate a request, but the exclamation mark indicates a directive or an order.
Okay, well, by not removing it, does not seem like you're trying to be civil and you're not trying to avoid using anybody else's copyrighted material. It seems like you're intently using somebody else's material without their consent.
Andrewset politely wrote, "Why, if you make a video where you do something wrong, that is okay, but if you make a video saying that someone is doing wrong and that he needs to follow the rules, that is not." Good point, Andrewset. Our 10-4 good buddy Nut replied back, Using people's creation on your own video without permission is also illegal under some circumstances. Under the Canadian Copyright Act for Fair Dealings, the fair dealing provisions in sections 29.29.1 and 29.2 of the Copyright Act under FACTA, the effect of the dealing on the work. If the dealing of the work is likely to compete with the original work, and particularly if it's likely to have a substantial negative impact on the market for the original, this may suggest that the dealing is not fair. And then that says, under this factor, I demand the removal of this video as its cause being substantial negative impact on the market of the original. Need I say more to you? So now he demands that I remove my videos and choose on Androset at the same time.
That's right. You should remove your video. You shouldn't use anybody else's copyrighted material by downloading them and cutting and pasting it into Sony Vegas or Final Cut Pro or whatever video editing program you choose to use. No one gave you permission to use it, so why do you think that it's okay to do so?
That's real classy. Funny how he didn't email me and ask me to remove it.
Why should anybody have to email you anyway? It's common sense. Just use a little bit of common sense.
That's real classy. Funny how he didn't email me and ask me to remove it.
Who are you? Use your own creations. Don't use nobody else's.
For example, if I copied the latest Britney Spears album, made bootleg copies of it and sold them, then that money is going into my pocket and it's not going into Britney's pocket. So my copies impact in a negative way her ability to gain income through her work that normally she'd rightfully get. The same applies to pirated movies and to books. If you scan a book that would normally have to be paid for and release it online for free, the writer and publisher are losing income due to those copies that are being downloaded instead of being bought.
That's right. And you're also depriving the other YouTube user by using their video. They can also use their videos for AdWords or anything. You're just taking their copyrighted material and depriving them of any rights they have to make any money off of theirs. But you choose to use their video to ask for donations at the end of your video for a PayPal account. So in other words, you are making money off of somebody else's creation. You're depriving them of that right. And by soliciting money at the end of your video through PayPal means that you're seeking monetary gain.
This website from Stanford University says about web content, assume it is protected. A website doesn't need to remind a visitor that their website is copyright. It automatically is copyright. Websites come under the same laws as book publishing. That is where they get the phrase desktop publishing from. So websites have essentially the same...
That's where you're wrong. Anytime somebody creates something, it automatically is copyrighted, whether it's a book, music, or a video. There's such thing as the poor man's copyright. And anytime that somebody creates something, they have the opportunity to make money off of it and not you. The only thing that really is fair use is anything in the public domain. And hiding behind educational purposes, saying that your videos for educational purposes does not mean that you have any right to copy anybody else's creation. And that's what you're doing, and that's what you continue to do. And if anybody is watching your videos, they should all flag your videos, because that's your intent for monetary gain, to solicit money through a PayPal account.
A website doesn't need to remind a visitor that their website is copyright. It automatically is copyright. Websites come under the same laws as book publishing. That is where they get the phrase desktop publishing from. So websites have essentially the same protection as books do. So it means that you just can't copy what you want.
That's right. You just can't copy what you want. So why don't you practice what you preach?
The website About Text says, however, fair use is nearly always a short excerpt from an article, and it is usually attributed to the source. Again, you could take a snip here or a snip there from some online text, and with correct attribution, that could be okay. But that is not a certain matter either.
And that's what you do. You take portions of people's videos and you put them in yours because you don't have any creative ability.
So what happens when someone cuts and pastes whole sections of a website onto their own site with no attribution? Clearly that is plagiarism. It's not fair use. Plagiarism is intellectual property theft.
Wow. That's exactly what you're doing. And it's exactly what you've done. You've copied people's whole videos. And don't you understand what plagiarism is other than just reading it in a dictionary?
It says it's often a single person doing something that they haven't yet been spanked for, so they think it's alright to do. They are not rich. They are often not very smart.
That's right. You're not very smart.
The people that steal online content are likewise not very smart.
Let's play that again so you can hear yourself say that louder so you can hear yourself. I'm going to repeat that again, please.
The people that steal online content are likewise not very smart.
Wow. Sounds like you're not very smart.
Fortunately, the law has very effective ways of dealing with unsmart people.
Unsmart people, such as yourself.
Now, I'm not an expert in law, but I'm pretty sure if the first statement you make when you go to court is an admission that you stole something,
the first thing you do when you go to court, they ask how do you plead, guilty or not guilty. Get a clue, dude.
The people that steal online content are likewise not very smart.
Okay, on to the next clip. It's obviously the YouTube user here is not very smart.
This is the point in the video where I often become very confused.
Dude, you are confused.
This is the point in the video where I often become very confused.
Okay, let's keep it rolling.
This is the point in the video where I often become very confused.
You are very, very confused.
So this is where I'm really confused. Nut said don't copy anything, it's illegal. But here he did it a lot. Illegal, did it anyway. Illegal, did it anyway. Illegal, did it anyway. You see my confusion, folks? How can a person know that something is illegal, yet do it anyway?
Ask yourself, why do you do it anyway? And you know that it's illegal.
As I've said in the past, honest people never need to hide anything.
Can you repeat that? Repeat that louder so the other YouTube users can hear exactly what you said.
As I've said in the past, honest people never need to hide anything.
Doesn't sound like any honesty here. What's honest about this? You know, what's honest about someone downloading other people's videos and chopping it up and taking the clips from their videos and using their whole videos for their own monetary gain by soliciting money through their own PayPal account? The other two YouTube users shouldn't even watch your videos. They should just flag them.
So again, why does a person act this way? It's because he doesn't care less about what or who he steals from in order to get what he wants.
That's right. Let's play that again louder so the other YouTube users can hear it.
So again, why does a person act this way? It's because he doesn't care less about what or who he steals from in order to get what he wants.
Wow. Money's the motivator. So if you think you're going to get increased views from stealing other people's videos, you're in for a rude awakening. Try to be more creative, or you're just creating Discord and having people put negative comments under your video and flagging you. Just do yourself a favor, make your own videos. That's what everybody else is doing. There's no need to steal anybody else's material out here, because you're not going to gain anything anyway.
Real hams don't break the law, and they sure as hell don't cut and paste other people's websites. Real hams share information, they don't steal it.
Yeah, I want to play that one more time. Since you call yourself a real ham, like all the other hams out there, tell the YouTube world that you not stealing people's videos. Show them how much of a real ham you really are. And when people ask you to take your videos down, please take the video down because you're offending other people in the community. Real hams don't steal. Let's play that one more time.
Real hams don't break the law, and they sure as hell don't cut and paste other people's websites. Real hams share information, they don't steal it.
Well, my advice to you is don't steal nobody else's creations. If you call yourself a real ham, make your own YouTube videos. Don't download anybody else's video and cut and paste it into your videos because you offend a lot of people and a lot of people are upset. And if you don't like what I'm saying or anybody else that's watching this video, feel free to put your negative comments below. I'm not going to put any links or any names or call signs that links to this video in my video. I'm not trying to make anybody else's video go viral. But a word of advice to anybody that uses anybody else's videos, make your own video. And if you don't like what I'm saying and you don't like my videos, well, 73 to you too.